Hey guys, how you going? Just well, I think he said just a video on what I think is a very important subject. It's a very important subject to me. It's a very important subject to you. And it's a very important subject to everybody you come in contact to all the time. Personal hygiene. It's got to be done. You've got to keep yourself in a kind of way that people aren't going, check that guy out. So, for me, I'll show you what I carry, what I use, and you can make your own mind up from that. Of course, you've seen my bag before that I carry on in my panniers. They are the way that. Bike mates, and they're brilliant. They really are good. They're not meant for motorbikes. They're meant for push bikes. They've got the push bike clips on them there and there. You know, you got your push bike clips. That clips onto the rack of the push bike. But that fits in my pannier. I'd say it's about a foot, maybe 16 inches long. You know how men are fishing wise. Anyway, it's about 16 inches long and about a foot wide, and I'd say it's a good 6 inches, 6 inches deep. So it's a good old bag. And what I do, rattling on about the bag now, but it's important. What they give you these bags, they give you a little funky pocket there, funky pocket duck, and they give you this waterproof. I'd say it's shower proof. I wouldn't like to get it too wet, but it's shower proof. It keeps whatever's in there dry, but as you can see, it's quite a good bag anyway. Anyway, beside the point, that's what I use. I've got two of those. I keep my all my cooking gear, everything I need for my cooking is in the other bag I've got, as well as the food that I put in there as well, if there's room, depending on how long I go for. But what I use for my ablutions and what I keep myself clean with, I use this bag. It's a US military first aid bag, made by. It's a knockoff. It's a Miltech. It's a knockoff. It's not a real. Well, it might be, unless you know better. I don't think it is. I don't think it's an actual US military thing. Anyway, beside the point. It comes with a little clip at the front, a la that, and it undoes. Now it's got a lid. I keep in the lid. The lid is big enough to take 2 towels, and I'll take 2 towels. That smell all right. There's the lid, plenty of room in the lid. What I like about it is it folds up. You've got 2 compartments. Yeah, you've got 2 compartments there like that. There you go. And what I do is I keep stuff that's going to get wet in one side, which would be in there, which would be at the bottom because that folds up, and the stuff that's not going to get wet I put in the other side. So things like my deodorant, and I've got a portable charger. I don't quite know why that's in my medical bag. Oh yeah, it's in my medical bag because when I go on the ferry or when I go away, when you go on the ferry, I always take my wash bag because I want to freshen up after the drive, and I want to freshen up before the next drive, the next journey, the next part of the journey. So while I'm doing that, I could charge up my phone, charge up my tablet, even charge up my charger. Anyway, so that's why that's in there, and it's in the dry section of the compartment. There's nothing else in there at the moment. In this side, it's the wet gear. It's the toothbrush. I've got to get a new one. Really good, these toothbrushes. You ain't seen these. They fold out like a little flick toothbrush, but really good. Had it quite a while, and it's really good. Razors, shower gel. You all need shower gel. You've got to stay clean on these things. Shaving gel. Shaving gel. You notice I'm very carefully not advertising any product whatsoever. And toothpaste. Mini toothpaste. Don't need it. If you want a big toothpaste, it'll fit in here. I've got 2 toothpastes. So anyway, so that's what I use. This bag is brilliant. I got it off Amazon. I don't know how much it was. It was really cheap. In there is all the times I've gone on a ferry over the past multi-million years. And the thing is, always keep your ticket, because when you leave your cabin, you can leave that in the little slot for the electricity, and your light will stay on. It saves fumbling around in the dark when you come back to your cabin. So always keep these. Why I've kept so many of them, I have no idea, but there you go. So that's another little pocket. So you got that pocket there for your dry stuff, that pocket there for the stuff that's going to get wet. You've got a little cubby hole pocket there, which is like that. Plus you've got a big pocket, which is there, which goes the whole length of it. And in there I keep a first aid kit. I keep my heat pads, which we've gone over before. You need your heat pads if you're going to stay warm. So that's what I keep in there. Also in there, because it's a nice size, also in there I keep my tablet. So I'm going to get off the bike, and I've got my tablet to stow away, or I'm taking the tablet with me, and I want to put it somewhere safe that it's not going to get damaged. I'll put it in there. There's plenty of room. It fits a 10. It fit an iPad in there. It fits an iPad. It fit a 10-inch tablet easily, and it all folds up. Let's do that zip up. All folds up. Like I said, the towels go. It's got the lid. It's like a hood. That folds over, but in the lid what I do is I put my towel, one towel, which fits exactly in the lid, and then I put another towel in there as well, because that fits nicely and snugly, and then it all folds over. And then at the front you've got the usual hook affair like that, and the normal press stud like that. So, I won't bore you with the details, but basically, people say basically, nothing basic about it, just it is what it is, isn't it? That goes through there, and that clips on there, like so. And there you go, and that's it. And that fits in that bag. That bag goes on in my pannier on the bike. And I'm not a smelly melly when I get off my bike, and well, I'm smelly when I get off the bike, but I'm not smelly when I get back on the bike, and I'm definitely not smelly when I get the other end of the boat journey or whatever. It doesn't matter if the boat journey is only half an hour. From where I am to get a boat, it's 3 hours, either way really. So after 3 hours on a bike, especially in summer, you do appreciate just a little bit of a scrub down, a bit of a wash down. So that's what I use. So it's a US medical bag. It is a knockoff, but it's a US medical bag. The thing you got to look for is the separate pockets. You've got a pocket for your dry stuff, a pocket for your wet stuff that's going to get wet, your shavers, shaving cream, toothbrush, and then you've got another pocket which you can put your tablet in there, your other stuff. I've got heat pads and a first aid kit in there. It's only a basic first aid kit. It's not extensive. It's just for your normal cuts, bruises, scrapes and scratches. So there you go. That's what I use for my ablutions on when I go away. Oh, I know I was going to tell you. I know I was going to tell you. Wait there. I know what I was going to tell you. When we were talking about food and camping food and all that the other day, what I do, you might not want to do it, but what I do is I go down to a supermarket. This is an M&S. M&S are brilliant for this. They really are. Get a packet of assorted ham. Assorted ham. You've not got to go to M&S. I mean, you know, all the other supermarkets do it. I was given this, or we was going to eat this the other night, but just didn't. But they're brilliant. I get that, and if you get the little sachets or little cartons of butter on the ferry, or any cafes that sell them little cartons of butter, get yourself a little French stick, and then when you stop for a snack, French stick, some of that, you can't beat it. It's absolutely wonderful, and it fills a gap. It really does. Some of these little packets, they do come with ham and cheese. That's even better. Okay, so a little French stick, some of them butter in the little cartons, and knock yourself up a couple of little rolls while you're on your journey. The other thing you can do with them little bits of butter, you know, yeah, I've not got any because I've not been in the right place to get some, but you know what I mean. They're like a little container of butter. Not the envelope stuff, not the like that looks like a little box, but the containers with the peel off lid. Them. If you get them with the butter in it, keep them, because when you come to cooking, you can use that butter as your oil in your pan, and you know it's not going to go anywhere, so you're all right. That's about it. Yeah, I was going to tell you something. So yeah, that reminded me. I think I'll have these tonight. Actually, it's kind of made me hungry. Anyway. This is Saturday. I don't know when it's going to be on YouTube, but it's Saturday now, and I wish you all a happy weekend. Stay safe, be careful out there, stay clear of the loonies, there's enough of them. Don't become one of them. See you later.